Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. We are located in Frederick, Colorado. My name is Larry Vickers. If you've been watching the videos for a while, you know that a lot of times I'll say, well, mentally picture a pickup in your mind, because we do a lot of comparisons between Freightliners and pickups. So today we decided to up the game a little bit and give you a visual representative of the two, and we're going to go and compare them side by side. So we have a 2024 Freightliner M2 106. That is the Summit Hauler Plus model. Right beside that is a 2024 Ford F-450, and this is the Platinum. So this is the top of the line that Ford offers. So as we start out, just by taking a look at them right here, you will notice the substantial size difference that the Freightliner offers. The Freightliner weighs between 13,500 and 14,000 pounds. The pickup is about 7,500. So from a safety standpoint, if we were in an accident, which one of them has a higher probability of walking away from? Advantage Freightliner. From this view too, with their side-by-side, can basically give us a great idea of longevity between the two. That pickup's going to go 250 to 300,000 miles. Compare that to the Freightliner. If that truck's taken care of, it's going to go 750,000 miles. So just from a longevity standpoint, big advantage falls to Freightliner. Next, we'll come on over and take a look directly in front of both and talk about each one. So as we can see, just from a clearance standpoint, there's more clearance on the left on the Freightliner. Now the interesting thing about both of them is they're both about the same width. So you are able to get both of them basically into a parking spot. Now as we come on in and look at the difference in the bumpers, on the Freightliner, broken into 3 sections, it's a lot larger than the Ford, and if we ding this part of it up, we can replace this without having to do the entire bumper. Tow hook's located here, sensors up front as well, and as we see, a whole lot of air intake because that engine underneath the hood. Directly compare it to the Freightliner grille, we see additional lights here and here as well. Next, we're going to go on up and take a look at the hoods. This is made of compressed fiberglass. Okay, that hood is extremely tough and durable. You have no worries if you're driving and come across a hailstorm, because this won't even show that. This is aluminum. That's an aluminum hood. So if we're driving this and run into hail, I think we all know what's going to happen. That hail is simply going to demolish the hood of that pickup. While we're here, let's take a look at the windshield. Okay, so that windshield roughly that tall. And as we come and look at it from the sides, it's about this wide at the base. And you can look from the side to see there's no bow, it just goes straight across. So visibility runs from here to right about here in terms of what we're able to see out of the pickup truck. So let's compare that to the Freightliner. This is only this wide right here. That's narrower than the Ford. We come down and progressively get a little bit wider, but still, if you can see, that windshield wraps around. We have plenty of room here to see what's coming along the sides as well. So as we back up one last time and take a look strictly at the windshields, this is 2,500 square inches of glass and designed to see from the sides. Compare that to the pickup, substantially smaller windshield, which restricts visibility, and you're not able to see as much as you are the Freightliner. Let's take a look under the hood. That is the Cummins 8.9 liter engine, coupled with the Allison 3200 TRV transmission. This offers 360 horsepower and roughly 1100 foot-pounds of torque. So the big thing to notice on the Freightliner side is simply the size, the volume, and the mass of that engine. As stated, that is an engine that is designed to go a very, very long time. Now let's shift over and take a look at the pickup. That's Ford's 6.7 liter Power Stroke engine. Now it does offer 500 horsepower. That's an incredible amount. And roughly 1,200 foot-pounds of torque. So that's an engine that can pull a lot of weight. But we looked at the size of the Freightliner engine compared to the size of this. It can tow a lot, but it's still a pickup. It's still only going to do the 250 to 300,000 miles. So once again, if we project the longevity between the two, the durability between the two, the advantage falls to Freightliner. Next, we'll come on in and look at the tires. The Freightliner has Michelin 255 80R 22.5. In addition, since this is a summit hauler, this has tire balancers. So those have BBs and a little bit of hydraulic fluid. And as you pick up speed, as you gain momentum, that balances the entire rotating mass. Well, things are going to be safer if everything is balanced. It's going to make for a more comfortable ride. In addition to that, it will prolong tire life up to 40%. And by just taking a look at the tires and the wheels compared to both of them, it's clear which one's going to have bigger brakes, which one's going to have tougher brakes. In addition, the pickup has hydraulic. The Freightliner has air. So if we have a small leak in both, we can keep replenishing the air to this truck, whereas the hydraulic oil is just going to continue to leak out of the pickup. In addition, the air brakes stop a lot sharper and crisper in the Freightliner than the pickup. So when we're just talking about brakes, that's it. The big advantage falls to Freightliner. Now let's start to take a look at some of the interior stuff between the two. And we'll start by taking a look inside the driver's seat of the Freightliner. Both driver and passenger seat are air ride. Those adjustments can be made right here. So when we're in our travels, basically we're riding on air. Consequently, it's going to be a lot smoother. There's a lot smoother ride. In addition, the Freightliner comes with a kill switch that's located there. So depending on how you use the truck, if it's not going to be used for a month or two in between trips, that's a big advantage because you can shut that off and prolong the life of the batteries. Now let's compare directly across to the passenger seat of the pickup. Now this is Ford's top of the line. This is a really nice pickup. But the big thing to notice is how much room is in here. I mean, we're talking this much room here, head clearance level about there. So when you talk about simply room and space and comfortability, the advantage falls to Freightliner as well. As we take a look at the back seat, this back seat makes down into a bed. Because there's so much room and space in here, it allows us to do so. Where this truck is designed to go border to border, coast to coast, that type of thing. How convenient is this? You can drive your legal amount for the day, simply find a place to park, drop that down into a bed and rest your allotted hours and simply get started on the road again. Well, let's compare that to what's right beside it. This is the back seat of the pickup. It is nice. I mean, we see the stitching, we see the vents right up there to blow either hot or cold air into the back seat. In addition to that, the seats can be heated as well. So let's jump on in here and take a closer look at the pickup. There's no doubt Ford did a phenomenal job. I mean, this is an incredibly nice pickup. But a couple of things to note. Take a look directly in front of us. We can see how high off the ground we are. Just typical pickup, so we're looking right at traffic in front of us. Typical visibility, I can see over there and I can see out here a little bit. That's where it's kind of restricted in terms of windshield size and in terms of visibility capability as well. Now this truck has tons of bells and whistles to it, there's no doubt. I mean, we can swap the screens on here. It comes with navigation. The running boards, they can either come up or down electronically, all depending on how you want to set various things up. It comes with navigation, it comes with the massage seats, every bell and whistle you can possibly imagine this particular truck has. If we take a look at the cameras, it's surrounded, okay? I mean, you have 360-degree visibility from a camera standpoint in terms of what you want to do. Right there's the backup camera. It is set obviously for the bumper pull right there. It comes with trailer assist located here. And as we come on down, it is four-wheel drive. This is our trailer brake located here. Climate control located here. And a couple of other smaller storage parts located to it here. So let's go directly across and compare that to the Freightliner. Now, we just sat in a pickup and took a look out of the windshield, and we're going to do the exact same thing right here. As you can see, we're above traffic, so we're not looking at the cars or even the pickups in front of us. We're looking above them. And remember, the pickup, we can only see from here to about here. We'll take a look at this. We can see things coming along this side, and we can see things coming along that side. So as we wrap this section of the video up, the visibility advantage falls to Freightliner. Well, let's take a look at some of the stuff that's set up in here. Backup camera is located here. Right beside that is the air horn. To drive it is very simple. Right now we're in neutral with the brake on. When we're ready to go, release the brake, twist this to D for drive or R for reverse, and we're on our way. This has an engine brake in it. Compare that, the pickup has an exhaust. So this is a true engine brake, and that is on the steering column. So say we're towing the exact same amount of weight, 20,000 pounds here, 20,000 pounds on the Ford, coming down a decline in both. Where that has the exhaust brake that's going to slow things down, this has a true engine brake. Therefore, you have about 350 horses coming back directly at you, and that will slow everything down. Consequently, things are safer for you and your family. In addition to that, the other drivers on the road as well. Red arc trailer brake adjuster located right here. Some lights for the dome light and the footwell light located here. This has the Daimler safety package in it, and a couple of things that includes. automatic brake assist located here, lane departure warning located here. This is traction control. This locks the differential. This is the dump valve, so that lets air out of the bed of the truck. You would use that when hooking up your trailer. Let all the air out, simply back underneath, put the air back in, and all you need to do is jump out and secure everything, and you're good to go. This switch blows air into the back of the cab. Red is for heat, blue is for cold, so that pushes all that air towards the back. And we see climate control located here, and as we open it up, tons of room into the console. So now let's jump on out again and take a look at, compare the beds of the truck. This has 2 storage compartments on each side. There's a large one here, and as we open it up, we see it comes with a connection and an air hose. So not only can you monitor the air pressure of your tires, but you can put a different chuck on there and you can blow yourself up, blow the interior out, just to kind of keep things nice. It comes with a smaller compartment in the back. Now the opposite side is exactly like this. So let's compare that to the pickup truck. Okay, we see a couple of steps here to help us get up and in. We see that this particular truck is FX4. So that means it has off-road capability. So everything underneath the truck is protected. So if you hit a rock or if you hit something, underneath that truck is going to be protected. But we see no additional storage, anything like this on this specific truck bed. Now let's take a look directly behind each. We'll come on over to the Ford. Right there's the hitch for the bumper pull. We see the sensors running along the bottom. As stated, this is the Platinum edition, and we see additional cameras up high. As we open the tailgate, this shows you how much room and space is in the bed of the truck. Obviously it is equipped for a gooseneck ball. That's what it was doing in its previous life. This truck only has 5,000 miles on it. In addition, we see the tie downs on all 4 corners. And here is where we hook up the lights for the trailer. So let's walk directly beside it and take a look at the bed of the Freightliner. And we'll start at the top and work our way down. Backup camera located right there. As we come down, we see that there's 2 holes already pre-drilled. That is for an additional storage box that we have on site. So if you are in need of additional storage, just let me know. We can put another storage box on there at the time of delivery. We see the bed is diamond plated. In addition, we see how this trough is cut out. Multiple trade-ins have had this all beat up back here. So by cutting this trough out, eliminates that. It too comes with a ball for a gooseneck. With that being said, a high percentage of my customers going ahead and purchase the Hensley hitch. That is a hitch that is on airbags. So not only will you not feel every bump in the road, in addition to that, it will prolong the life of the trailer. As we come back and down, we took a look at the bumper pull hitch on the pickup. This is a Gen Y hitch. That's something new to the Pluses. We really stepped up and put a stouter bumper pull hitch on. One of the reasons we did that is because I got numerous calls for people that wanted to tow boats with them, big heavy boats. So that's one of the reasons we upgraded that hitch on the bumper pull. As we walk around this way, I wanted to mention something that addition that the Summit Hauler conversion offers. There's an extra 700 to 800 pounds over that rear end. So as we admire this truck from the side, clearly it isn't balanced. There's a lot more weight in the front than there is the rear. So by putting that extra weight over that rear end, basically just ups the safety even that much more. Because you're not going to be crow hopping as you're going down the road if you're driving without a trailer on. Furthermore, it'll help prevent hydroplaning. And finally, if you find yourself in mud, it's going to help with traction. So as we review what we talked about today, we compared a Freightliner M2 106 with a Ford F-450. And what we found was that the Freightliner is the safest and most comfortable towing vehicle on the market today. If you have any questions, please reach out to me at 303-684-3404. Feel free to email me at larry.vickers@transwest.com, or for more information, simply click on the link below. Thanks for tuning in today.